Hi, Aquarius. This is your September monthly reading, and it will be from September 1st all the way till September 30th. Okay, so if you are a new subscriber, welcome. It's great to have you here. Hope that you decide to stay if you're visiting. If you've been here from the beginning of time, I truly appreciate your continuous love and support. All right, so I know a lot has been going on in the United States and wherever other, if you're, from outside of the United States, I just hope that everyone is doing okay during this time. Okay, but let's see what energies are coming through for you for the month of September. Let's see. I'm getting an idea of a small business that someone may be working on. So it could be you. It could be, I also get a water sign. It could be you. It could be like a water sign energy like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You deem their business to be small. I'm also getting this idea of a collaboration. So you could be offering some type of collaboration to the water sign, vice versa. They may need, I'm also getting this idea that they may need your experience, or they also need your information, some part of your information. I don't know if it's a birth certificate or an ID, whatever situation may be. If it's not a business, then it's just something that you're taking care of on your own, that someone is asking you for your IDs, your information, your birth certificates, socials, and things of that nature. It could be for housing. It could be, like the spirit said, it could be for a small business, either for you or a water sign, and mainly taking care of anything, especially if it has something to do with moving house, if it has something to do with taking out like a bank loan, loans for school, etc. So it's important that you do have your information together and that you're not missing anything, especially if you're doing that kind of transaction with or without a water sign energy, vice versa. All right, so it does feel like you are embarking on a few important situations going on here. And one part of it is life changing, either for you or someone else. Does not have to be a water sign. It could be whatever zodiac sign that you're tied to. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So the card you have underneath is the Knight of Cups energy. You could be embodying Knight of Cups energy, or that could be the water sign energy, like I just explained before I put the cards down. That could be a water sign energy coming in and asking you for some type of financial assistance. I keep getting this idea of information and signatures and things of that nature pertaining to something that you're either doing with the water sign, for the water sign, or the water sign energy just wants to do on their own, but it is pertaining to you because it requires your information of some type. Okay, whether that's moving, whether that's a small business, could be a big business, doesn't have to be small, but it requires some type of financial or asset information from the bank that you may be communicating with this person. But I get this idea of not being comfortable, or being comfortable or not being comfortable. So if somebody's coming to you and they're asking you for this type of information, vice versa, either they're uncomfortable or but don't know how to ask. So when I said being uncomfortable, they may not know how to ask you for something, or the not knowing how to ask for something, or you don't know how to ask for something, would be the uncomfortable feeling is coming from the fact that you don't want someone to question a motive that you do have. That's one element. Or they don't want you to question a motive that they may have, but just wants information. So when I say that too, they just want your information. So they may not necessarily want to work with you, but they just want the information for their benefit, for their business, for their house, for their car, whatever the reason is. And one element about them is that they could be a love partner. They could be I had a friend. They could be a love partner. They could also be a friend that's asking you for this kind of assistance, vice versa. You could be the one that doesn't want to do anything further with them. I get signature. You may not, it could be you that doesn't want to do anything further with them. You may just want their signature or some type of information that they do have on them for whatever reason. Okay. The starting point has the Ten of Swords energy. So I don't like to see the Ten of Swords even though the Ten of Swords is changeable, it is a 10, so it could pretty much dissolve right back down to an ace if you want to look at it that way. The Ten of Swords energy is information, like information dispersing, or but why it's being used, or why it's asked from you, something like that. Why it's being used, or why someone needs it, or vice versa. So that's the water sign, or that's an external zodiac sign, or that's the energy coming towards you from someone else, vice versa. And information doesn't, I get taxes too. Information has something to do, part of the information has to do with taxes. Another part of the information has to do with a loan. That one part of it is taxes, and then another part of it is also a loan, but water sign took out. So when I said that a water sign energy may have taken out a loan, it doesn't have to be a water sign, whatever zodiac sign that you're tied to, that you could be doing these kind of transaction with. Someone could have, or someone could be trying to take out a loan in your name, but that's why the signature is needed. So the Ten of Swords, that could be why your signature is needed. Your signature may be needed, or the water sign energy signature may be needed. So it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that you're trying to do this kind of transaction with, and it could be them that does not know what you really need their information for. It could be you that does not know what the information is really needed for. But it's a really important transaction that someone is trying to make, but one part of it may interfere. I get something about like being a dependent, or filing as a dependent. That's why I said taxes. Water sign energy may be having you, or they may be filing you as a dependent. Are you filing someone as a dependent? And they may not know that, you may not know that. That's why the Ten of Swords energy is there. But how to get information. So the Ten of Swords is how to get information about that exact situation I just explained just now. So if this is happening to, I'm also getting this idea about a coworker. If there's something like this is happening to you with a coworker, I'm getting this feeling of a social, or like your social security number, that some type of interaction like that could be happening between you and a coworker or a business partner and a family. If the spirit was also giving me this idea of a friend or a family member, someone may be trying to use you along those lines pertaining to your social security number and benefits and taxes and dependency and things of that nature. So I don't know if you're doing that. I get a fire sign. You may be doing something like that with a fire sign, or the fire sign energy may follow you as a dependent. The fire sign energy may want to follow you as a dependent. So that could be something that you either know, or that's something that you're not aware of, and that you may need to investigate. Something that the water sign may need to investigate if they're not the ones that are doing it to you, or you need to investigate that pertaining to the water sign, or some type of interaction that you have between, I get a Sag, an interaction that you have between you and a Sag. A Sag could be following you as a dependent. You could have asked a Sag to follow you as a dependent, whatever fire sign, the Aries, Leo elements there. They could be, but I get for years. So when I ran through all the fire signs, they may have been doing that to you for years. Have you been doing that to them for years? Have you been doing that or trying to do that with the water sign? Has the water sign energy have been trying to do that with you but keeps trying? The water sign energy keeps trying to do that with you, for you, to you, whatever it is. But I feel like the fire sign energies have your information solidified under theirs. So if you are a dependent, whether you're not a dependent or you file taxes with them, they're benefiting more. So if it's the water sign, fire sign, one element there, the spirit was giving me this idea of a Sag. One element there, they're benefiting more than you when it comes to taxes. You may be benefiting more than the water sign when it comes to taxes, or vice versa. Or that you could be in the outside looking in to that same type of interaction happens between the water sign energy and the fire sign, where one element is benefiting more. But one reason that you know that is because of a conversation, or you could have heard a conversation happening. Okay. Interesting. The King of Cups energy is in the waiting position. So I did say water sign. It could be a water sign energy that's a male, like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces element that is a male, but business partner. So I'm looking at them. One of them is your business partner. If they're not a family member, a friend, a cousin, a coworker, they're a business partner of some type, or they're a friend. You can consider a friend to be, you could consider a business partner to be like a friend to you, vice versa. But shares information. So when I say that they share your information, do you share your information with them? They share their information with you, whatever it is. But gives it to someone else. I'm looking at the King of Cups. They give your information to someone else. You may give their information to someone else. And it could be the fire sign energy asks for. It could be the fire sign energies that ask for the King of Cups and one King of Cups energy information, or works with fire sign. The King of Cups energy works with the fire sign energy that may be following you as a dependent, or you work with the fire sign but don't know. You work with the fire sign energy but you don't know something that is happening financially behind the scenes with your information in the fire sign, but trust water sign. So either it's you that trust the water sign, or the fire sign energies trust the water sign energy secret. The fire sign energies trust the water sign energy with some type of secret, or you trust the water sign male with a secret, vice versa, whatever the situation is there. But I do get this idea that they may just be following the fire sign energy orders, if that's the case, but gets along with. So I'm looking at them after I said that. You get along with them, they get along with you. They get along with the fire sign energies that you may not get along with, but only transaction. So one reason why you get along with the fire signs, the spirit said, it's only because of a transaction that you do get along with the fire sign energies, especially if it has something to do with information disbursement and taxes for whatever the situation is that's happening there, with the water sign male. They may be favored by the fire signs if they're a business partner of some type, but not filed as dependent. So I'm looking at the King of Cups. They're not filed as a dependent, or they do their own taxes. Spirit said they do their own taxes. They may not do some type of tax combining with the fire signs, but you may. And they have secret information on what the fire sign energies are doing with your information and tax dependency and things of that nature. But why don't they talk, or why don't they tell me what's going on? So the Ten of Swords with the King of Cups, why aren't they telling me what's going on? That could be their question towards you. They may be asking you what you're doing. They could be asking you what you are doing with the fire sign energies there. They're asking you what you're doing. So if you are cognizantly aware of what is happening or going down between if you are aware of what is going on between you and the fire sign energies, but they have more information. So King of Cups may have more information, but some information that the fire sign energies do share with you may be limited. The spirit said some information along those lines may be limited. King of Cups energy has been given all of that information, but particular. So when I said that too, they were given that information, or a percentage of that information that you are seeking was given to the water sign, but someone may have been particular with how much information that they were giving the King of Cups energy as well, especially if it's a Sag, if it's an Aries, if it's a Leo, whatever fire sign energy that is doing this type of transaction behind the scenes, But every time I look at the King of Cups, I keep getting this idea of a question. A why question. Why aren't they telling me what's going on? Why I get ID? Why aren't they giving me my ID? Why do they need my ID? Whatever it is, they could be asking you these questions as well. You could be working with the fire sign energies to get their information to get them to be filed as a dependent, whatever it is, if it's something going on with taxes, but just information about. So when I say that too, it's just information about them that you may want. It's information about you that they may want, or the fire sign energies may want. If it's not anything going on with something financial like taxes and loans and things going on with banks and lawyers and those kind of things and business deals, if it's not heavy business, then someone just wants information about you. You may just want information, but involvement. You just want information about the water sign males involved, your business partner. You want the water sign, or information about the water sign energies involvement with your lover, with your business partner, with your friend, with your family member. You want to know why they're involved. You want to know why they're involved in a business deal. Some element about one of these water sign males may be new, especially if it's a business deal or a workplace. Something may be new about their involvement. So it's important that you ask why they're there. It's important that you ask the fire sign energy, why are they there? They could be asking the fire sign energy the same exact question, whatever the situation may be. The world energy is there, sign of Capricorn, as culmination, and it's secrecy. It's culmination because of secrecy, or it's a sign of Capricorn energy that has information. The Capricorn does have information about these situations that you do have going on here. If it's transactions and secrecy and taxes and dependencies and things of that nature. Something could be going on with their information like that. and some element about it, you may use theirs. But talk to them. So you may use theirs, you may want to talk to them if it's the Capricorns. And using theirs, like I said, doesn't have to be document information. Using theirs could be information, like verbal information that you may want to seek or get or retrieve from someone. But I get about water sign, so it has something to do, it's about the water sign. Or the water sign energy may be having that same type of interaction with you about the Capricorn. It's verbal. What is she doing? When I say that too, what is she doing? It could be a male Capricorn. What is he or she doing? That could be something that the water sign male is asking you, or something's going on. Your water sign male could be asking you, where's her information? Water sign male is asking you, where's the Capricorn energy information? Like information, like I said, verbal information or document information. Hungrily wants. It's verbal information or is document information that somebody hungrily wants for some reason. For whatever reason, somebody hungrily wants it. But I was getting this idea, the fire sign keep asking. So the fire sign energy keeps asking. So it's an Aries, it's a Sag, it's a Leo. They keep asking the water sign energy about Capricorn. But for some reason, you know that because they are giving you... Okay, the reason why you know that is because the water sign is a chain reaction of someone trying to obtain verbal or written information from someone. But it's the fire sign energy need that is going through the water sign to get information about Capricorn. That's one. It's the fire sign energy need to go through the water sign to find out information about you, which is world energy being in the present. The information gets used. So I'm looking at the Capricorn, their information may get used. Water sign male information may get used. Verbal information or document information. Some element, their information gets used, your information gets used. In whatever extent it does. But what is the reason? So when I said that too, what is the reason that something type of interaction like that needs to happen? And that could be the water sign question. That's the water sign energy question. That could also be your question. That's why the Ten of Swords energy is there. But I get this idea of something is scary too. So when I say that too, something is scary. You may deem something to be scary in terms of an interaction. Something's funny about that. It's something is scary about an interaction but they think so. So I'm looking at the water sign male. They think so. They think something is scary. Like I get knowledge of something. Something is scary about somebody's knowledge of something or their knowledge of something. Your knowledge of something is scary. Somebody deems something to like that to be scary for some reason. The future has the Four of Wands energy. Sorry about that. Oh man. And the instincts has the Three of Cups energy. So Three of Cups would pretty much be gossip that they keep doing. If it's the water sign energy, it's the male, you could be gossiping with them, but finding out something, gossiping with them, for them, gossiping about something. You're trying to find out something either about them or you're trying to find out something with them, like together. You could be trying to do it. I get for the fire sign. You're trying to figure out something with the water sign male, but it's for the fire sign or it's about the fire sign or has something to do with the Capricorn energies, information, verbal or written or documents, or it's theirs, whatever the situation is here. So it just feels like it's a chain reaction of people. I get truth. It's a chain reaction of people trying to figure out some type of truth that is happening in an environment here. So it's a workplace, it's a business deal, it's a family. There could be business intertwined with a family. And people I get nosy too. People are nosy. There is an element of nosiness that is going on here between you, the water sign, and there's multiple water sign males that are showing up here, and also fire sign energies like Sag and Aries and Leos. But I get this when I ran through the fire signs, they do want to know about you as well too. The fire sign energies want to know about you, and that could be the reason. That could be the reason for the information. But I'm also getting this feeling too about a background check that I get hooked up to conduct. I'm looking at the water sign energy. They're hooked up to conduct that. They're hooked up to conduct a background check on you, Capricorn. Or the Capricorn knows that that's happening to you with the fire sign energy and the water sign male. Very interesting. Or the fire sign energies could have hooked you up to get a background check on the King of Cups energy there, but already have one. So the water sign male already got a background check done or somebody already did a background check on the water sign. And background check could be going from very menial, very small energy to very heavy energy, like a small background check, like just want to know where somebody is, what someone is doing. That's one. Then background check in terms of heavy energy is like a job environment, or some type of, somebody may want to see if someone was in jail or something. And that, I don't know, something like that could be happening to someone here, if it's the fire sign or the water sign or you. Something like that. Someone may want to know if someone was incarcerated or something, you know, or got in fights and those kind of things. Someone may want to know that about, I don't know, someone may want to know that about you or the water sign. But the water sign already got something like that done or completed, or it's a Capricorn needed. It's a Capricorn's information that is like that is needed. Like arrests and those kind of things. Someone may want information on, which is really interesting. And there's that idea of not knowing why, but I already gave in. So when I said that to you, like I already gave that information in. You could be telling the water sign energy that. Or it's them that's like, I already turned in that information. I already gave that information in about someone. Oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. If it's a Capricorn, like earlier on in the reading, if there's a situation here where people are asking people questions about one person, or someone's coming to you, they're trying to get information that you were able to gather about someone. So it's a water sign, it's Capricorn. The fire sign energy is the one I feel like is conducting the situation. Like they're trying to figure out something in that sense, but they want to know if someone was incarcerated before, or I get an addict. Someone may also want to know if someone is an addict. Like an addict, someone may want to know if someone has drug abuse situations in their history. And that could be some type of interaction that you are having with the water sign or the fire sign energy pertaining to Capricorn, or whatever it is, or vice versa. There's elements that whoever you're interacting with here, they're trying to gather that information about someone, or this element here, or that's the fire sign energies. The fire sign energies are conducting that. And they're the ones that are orchestrating it and telling they're telling who, or they're rehearsing with who, either you or the water sign or whoever, to get that information out of someone, you know. But why don't they just ask? So when I say that too, why don't they just ask? Like someone's really digging for information. I get not necessary. Someone may be digging for some type of information that may not be necessary pertaining to water sign, pertaining to Capricorn, if it's not just world energy, pertaining to you and your personal and private affairs and information. So somebody asking you, if this is a business partner, I'll just go with this example first. If this is a business partner that is moving this way with you, they're trying to make it seem like there's one situation as to why they need your information, but it's not for that. So when I said it too, it's not whatever they're coming to you, you're asking you some or document information, IDs and those kind of things, whatever it is that they are asking you for in terms of a business deal, whatever it is, they want to get more. They're trying to get that information. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. If you are trying to pay like a car loan or something, you're trying to get a loan from a bank, whatever it is, they could be helping you with that, but they're asking you for something like an extra piece of information that may not necessarily be, it may not be necessary in terms of the specific process that you are. But I get this idea of running fingerprints too. So someone may need you to run fingerprints, and it could be for like a random process that you don't need to run fingerprints for. Someone just wants a background check on you. Someone just wants to get a really interesting background check on you before you get hired somewhere, but some part of the procedure isn't necessary. So it could be like fingerprints. It could be, I also get a duplicate copy. It could be fingerprints and also a duplicated copy of some type of information that you are giving. But some part of that isn't necessary for whatever it is that you are doing, because somebody already has it, or I looked it up. Someone already has it, or they already looked it up. So that could be happening to you. That's happening to the water sign. The water sign energy was asked to go. The water sign energy was asked by the fire sign energies to go through you to get that information about someone else, whatever it is, or somebody already has that information about someone to give to someone else because they already looked it up. Something really convoluted like that. Whatever it is, which is really interesting. And that's why the Three of Cups energy is there in terms of gossiping and information going back and forth about somebody's status and background checks and things of that nature. Whereas somebody already conducted it but they trying to do an extra step in the procedure that may not be necessary. So that could be happening to you. That could be happening to the water sign. The water sign energy is bringing you that information, but it has something to do with the fire sign energy need, or something's going on with the Capricorn, but keeps happening to. Something like that keeps happening to the Capricorn or the water sign or you with the fire sign energies, doing something really interesting along those lines. The Gemini energy is here in terms of a partnership. So the Ten of Swords is sword energy, pretty much resides with a Gemini. You could be having a Gemini energy around you, but deals with, so the Gemini may deal with a King of Cups, or it's a partnership that you are in with the King of Cups energy, you know, but something is shady. So when I say that too, something is shady, or does someone deem you to be shady? Or are you doing something shady, a transaction, something is shady about a transaction that someone is taking you through, you know? So just be careful of transactions that you're doing. But why do they need? So when I say that too, why do they need? Because some part of some type, why do they need to make a transaction with your things? Why do they need to make a transaction, period? Why do they need to make, through you? Why do they need to do something through you? So it could be some type of questioning. The shadiness, the shady aspect may not necessarily have anything to do with you, but it may have something to do with someone else. But it implies that someone is moving shadily pertaining to someone else's information and knowledge of someone or something. For whatever reason, someone is trying to obtain that. So it could be you that's doing that to someone, or someone's doing that to you for someone else. That's why the Gemini energy is there. Or so something's going on with a Gemini, you know, but has known something for a while. So if you're tied to a Gemini, they've known something for a while. Gemini male, female energies, they've known something for a while about you. They've known something, your friend, they know something for a while about your friend. Your friend is Capricorn. Your friend could be one of the King of Cups or the fire sign. They've known something about something that's going on secretly like that with you for a while. Or something like that may have happened to them once before. Something like that may have happened to a Gemini energy once before. Once before it happened to Gemini. Something like that. Or that happened to the King of Cups. But look, knows how to look for something now. So when I say that too, they know how to look out for something now. Like they know how to look out for shade. They know how to look for something now. They know how to find something now. For whatever that means. The spiritual self has the Ace of Wands energy, is right next to the King of Cups energy. So them, I want to go back just a little bit. Them knowing how to look for some information, them knowing how to look for something now has to do with information. You knowing how to look for something now has to do with information. Or you may have gotten the information that you already need for something. Like, looking for something now could be document information. They don't know. Oh, I understand. If this is like information, like document information that someone is trying to obtain, then there's this idea of there's this extra work there's this extra step or move that you may have been making, or the King of Cups isn't necessary. There's an extra step or move that you've been making, or the King of Cups energy has been making, whoever has been making it, and some part of that move isn't really necessary. Because someone knows how to look for something properly now. Without questioning. Someone knows how to do something or look for something now without questioning multiple people, without questioning something, which is really interesting. So this is like jumping through hoops just to get to one resolution when there's a shortcut to the resolution, basically. But the Ace of Wands energy in the spiritual self right next to the King of Cups energy is, I get a new idea. It's a new creative venture that you may be considering to do with this person, or that they want to do. That's why I said from the beginning, they may want to do, but still snooping. So when I say that too, they're still snooping on you. They're still snooping on someone that you're tied to. They're still snooping on a bond that you do have with someone. You may have a really interesting bond with someone that they're eyeballing, but they're eyeballing it to give that information back to someone that is asking them to eyeball that information, or your moves. They want to know about your moves that you're making. But they're doing it, you don't realize that someone that you may talk to often, or that you're really comfortable with, somebody behind the scenes is asking them to question you. Someone behind the scenes is asking them to question you. because they want to know what you're doing. Whatever it is, they want to know who you're talking to, what you're doing. I also get where you're getting money from. Like someone may want to know where you're getting some amount of money from as well too. Some type of money that you're obtaining. Someone, I think, thinks something is strange. Someone may be thinking something is strange about where you get money from. So they're hooking up their friend to go find out what you are doing or how you are obtaining your funds. Or that could be happening to Capricorn, that could be happening to King of Cups. But it's the fire sign energy voice. It's the fire sign energy voice, or something that the fire sign energy voice that they're skeptical of, that is surrounding you, or someone here that they want to find out where some type of money is coming from, or someone just wants to know what type of move someone is making. They want to know what type of move you are making. It's interesting. So it could be financial move, secret move, love move, whatever it is. The Six of Swords energy is in the mentality. So Six of Swords would be bringing in some type of good omen of certainty that you're dealing with. And gossip is tied into that as well too. But dismantling. So the Six of Swords with the Three of Cups is dismantling gossip that is coming from the water sign or a Gemini. Whatever air sign. It could be other air signs like Libras and another Aquarian energy. Whatever. Some type of gossip. But where funds come from. So Three of Cups with that is where funds come from. Somebody's doing something really interesting because they want to know where somebody's funds are coming from, where your funds are coming from. Fire sign want to know, like I said from the beginning, Sag, or whatever fire sign, Leo and Aries, whatever fire sign, they want to know where your funds are coming from. Because they may need it, or they just want to know. Somebody just wants to know what you're doing, whatever it is, and you may be doing something really interesting. I get not supposed to be doing. You may be doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, in terms of obtaining funds, or they may not, but they make money okay. So King of Cups energy, they make money okay, or something is okay about how they make money, something like that. Some portion of how they make money is okay. But that could be why trust them. That could be why the fire sign energy trusts the King of Cups energy like that. So the background checks and information and all of that is tied into, I keep getting this idea of nosiness too. Nosiness is attached to that for some reason. You may be thinking someone is. So it could be King of Cups, it could be Capricorn, it could be Gemini, whatever it is. Somebody wants to know are you being nosy with those elements, in terms of finding out where you could be asking the fire sign, where is someone else getting money from. And someone may not understand why you need to do that, because it may not be your business to know. It may not be King of Cups energy business to know. If somebody's business, is not their business to know that. What's changing is the Seven of Pentacles energy. So Seven of Pentacles would be, could be like residual income. Something may be changing about that, or where your makings or someone else's makings, how somebody makes money, where it comes from. And how much of it is being saved, if it's being saved at all. It's just making money, period. It's the idea of a job, You could be trying to figure out how to change. I had an objective. You could be trying to figure out how to change some type of objective that you have. It's Pentacles energy. So it may reside with a Capricorn energy. That's the only other earth sign energy that is there for the world. It may reside with something that they do, or want to do. It resides with something that they do, or something that they want to do, or something that you want to do with them, for them, whatever it is. But someone behind the scenes is skeptical for some reason about that, which is weird. You may not understand why. Someone may not understand why. What is the reason for the skepticism? Whatever it is. What's the reason for it? Or are you being skeptical about someone else's funds? You're being skeptical about someone else's funds. The fire sign is skeptical about someone else's funds. Whatever it is. The resolution has the High Priestess energies, intuition, going towards the Four of Wands. Right? Four of Wands and High Priestess. I almost said information again. Using your intuition about a home environment, someone in your home environment. Or I also get an elder. Something's going on with an elder, like someone that's old, like an older person, like someone that's elderly. Like this is like an older man It's giving me a feeling of a male. It could be a female, like an older man or woman, that like an older person, like an elder, like someone that's probably like 60s or 70s, like an elder person, someone that's full on gray already, using it I'm gonna say information again. Someone that's old like that you do live with. They could be like a grandparent or a parent or like a housemate that they're old. They may live on another floor or something, you know, but gets told a lot about you. So when I ran through that, they get told a lot about you, or they know a lot about you somehow because of a fire sign. So they could be a water sign, and if that elderly person is not a King of Cups energy, then if the elderly person is not only a king, they could be embodying King of Cups energy, because one of them may be old. Someone may be old here. So some element is like somebody could be in your age group, yes. And then there's another element. I get more than one. There's another element that's like they're elderly, like an elderly man, or like an older woman, like an elderly woman. That I get snoops. There's an elderly woman or a regular woman that's in your age group that they snoop. Whatever they snoop, or they just know something, that there's something that's going on about you that I don't trust. There could be something that is going on surrounding you that they don't trust, so they hook up someone to watch you, or they're trying to do that. Whatever it is. But I get this idea of a house. So they're doing that in a house. They're doing that in an apartment. They're doing that wherever it is that you reside. There's an elderly person. It could be like an elderly neighbor in another house next to you, or they may live in the same house as you. They're elderly. I get watch you. They watch you. Or they watch someone else all the time. But somebody asks them to do that, or they ask someone that is in your age group to question. They ask someone that is their elderly person ask someone that is in your age group to question you, or they're elderly. They don't have to be. Yeah, the spirit said elderly. Someone that is elderly, they're questioning you, and you skeptical. They're questioning you, and you're becoming skeptical. That's why I was getting that idea of being scared or nervous, because somebody's maybe watching your moves in that way. Financial moves, or just your moves, period. Sometimes a really interesting move that you're doing, somebody keeps a close eye on, or some type of move that someone else makes, somebody keeps a really close eye on for whatever reason. But someone's asking someone else to do that. And it becoming weird. So someone is asking someone else to do that. So thus far, it's becoming weird. To you, to King of Cups, to somebody. So this is like somebody is doing like a makeshift background check. What's another situation? What's another situation? They're just watching you. Somebody may have seen something strange, or they saw you talking to someone, whatever it was. But it's pertaining to information and documents and dependency and filing and money, and you could be doing that, whatever it is that you need along those lines. You could be hooking up an elderly person to do that to someone else. Someone may not realize that. I don't know. All right, let's do an outcome here. Aquarius, let's see. Oh, judgment. Yeah, you may be thinking you're going to experience that with some type of situation that's going on here. You're thinking that I get snooping again, so it has to do with snooping. The judgment, the result of you snooping is, okay, one element about this, the result of you snooping is starting to become unveiled. That's one. Then the result of someone else snooping on you is becoming revealed as well. So there's two different types of snooping that is happening, and it's embarrassing. So when I said it's some element about it could be embarrassing too. So I'm looking at the High Priestess. Some element about it is embarrassing. Something about it. So it's financial, it's how money's made, it's dependency, it's taxes, it's business deals, it's with someone's partner, it's business deals and transactions with someone else's partner that someone knows that that's happening, and some element about that could be embarrassing. or someone else is doing that with someone crazy like that. And it's like you, it's like the part oblivious. The partner is, you deem the partner to be oblivious. Somebody's love partner, somebody's business partner, someone may deem you to be be oblivious to something that's happening, whatever it is. All right, Aquarius. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.